Hello everyone, and welcome to The Cube, my Ludum Dare 46 Game Jam game. During the last 3 days I have developed this game from the ground up. The main focus for this game was on art and visuals. Even though the theme was keep it alive, I didn't really pay much attention to that, because I wanted to learn Unity's new HD render pipeline. And that I did. Let's dive in the game and see what the visuals look like. As you can see, this is the world of the cube. It is all randomly generated or procedural, just how you want to call it. It's very simple, it's low poly, just because that is what I can do. So let's have a look at what the gameplay is like for this game. As you can see, there is this cube which has a health bar on top of it. It drains slowly, so it's not really you can't really see well how the progress bar depletes, but you can see the health of the cube on the right side of it. You can pick it up and take it with you because you need to find these orbs. As you can see, the orbs have a little number as well, and this indicates how much health is added to the cube. So we pick this up, and without pressing any buttons, we just walk into the cube. And there it goes. Now it has absorbed the orb, and it has gained some health. So that is the very main loop of the game. You just pick up orbs and you just feed it to the cube by just walking and finding the orbs. So as I said, the main focus of this project was the HD render pipeline, which allowed me to add things in shader graph. So as you can see there in the distance, the items, they fade in with the dither effect, which I thought was really cool. It also sells the fact that the world is infinite instead of you seeing the chunks pop into existence. So it's a really nice effect that sells the instead of having just a fog, I wanted to try something different, and that I did. Same goes for the trees and the grass and all the orbs. They all fade out. One part of the trees that I actually, it's a really minor detail, but I still really like it, is that they have some translucency to it. So as you can see, the tree is now fully black on the backside of where the lighting comes from. But if we let the sun pass through the leaves, you can see that it is now red and it is kind of illuminated. So that is a really nice effect to sell that they are not really just blocks, they also have some translucency to it. Same for the water. The water has kind of a depth fog to it. This is not done with a shader, this is just a density volume in Unity, which I can show after this gameplay video. But yeah, if you go into the water, you can see that the water kind of doesn't allow you to see through very easily. This was a choice because yeah, without the fog, it all looked very white, just like these slabs here. All of the trees, all of these little ferns, these grass bits, and some of the rocks, which I haven't seen, which is interesting. They are all generated procedurally. All of the items, for example, on the tree, they were all modeled, but then when they spawn into the world, they all get a different look. So this one has one branch, and the leaves are offset on a certain point. This one doesn't have branch. This one has 2 branches. So that all sells the fact that these are all different trees instead of them all being the same. Same for the ferns. Might not look like they are very random, but for example here they are kind of distributed in like thirds of a circle. But then this one, those 2 are very clamped together, so they are all procedural. Same for the grass. These 2 are very close together. This one only has 1 on top of it, so that is a really nice addition. It makes it really feel alive. There's nothing underwater. Some of the rocks are underwater, but again, I can't really. Oh god, come on. There we go. Can't really find any rocks. Maybe I need to look into that. I would just walk and try and find some. So one of the most interesting things of this game is just walking around and finding different views. As you can see, just hop into a mountain and just take in the view. Oh, there's also some water spilling onto that land. Oh, interesting. Ooh. Just white. So the white blocks only spawn when it's below the water level, which is interesting in this case. Oh, this is only 1. Well, wouldn't you know? Even a small river. Wow. I even get impressed by my own procedural generation. I mean, that is one of the things of procedural generation, right? You always get amazed by what you find. I don't think I will find any of the rocks in this world. Not even sure if they... let me... Yeah, so this is one of the things that I've spent some time on, which could have probably spent differently. But there is a pause menu, which brings you to the main menu if you want to. I don't see any rocks on this world, so let's get a new world going. Oh wait, actually, if we type in the seed, which you can do, dingus, then we get to the world that I used for screenshots. Yes, I can now confirm that there are no rocks. Great. Let me fix that and we'll get back to this world. Alright, so we're back, and it seems that the rocks now spawn. There are these 2 different rocks, the ones with these this red piece on top and the ones without. The ones with the red also spawn some grass, which looks really nice. So yeah, with the rocks generating, the world also feels a little bit more alive. The circles or the spheres, they really give something strange to this world, which I wanted to go for. Yeah. I know that the gameplay isn't very interesting. That is not something I wanted to go for. I really wanted to look into the HD render pipeline from Unity, And this is basically the result from that experimentation. Yeah. If you have some feedback on the game, on how it looks, or if you have any problems with downloading it or starting it, please go to the Discord, link below, so we can talk about it in there. And yeah, I hope you all have a good time. Bye.